Down with the wild Apache and we come around the country right from KL to NYC. Cause we done with the violence, done with the crime. No matter deal with badness if you can't do the time. This is Sasi The Don and the Indian rhyme. Boss it for the massive and I do it every time. Cause the girl them just a rock and a bubble and a wine. Ask you for your date and you just can't decline. Hear the general and everybody in a line. Easy Sasi The Don, now your time to shine. We see the one called Sasi The Don with the wild Apache and we come around the country. Everybody, are you ready for this? Your party is day. We see the one called Sasi The Don with the wild Apache and we come around the country right from KL to NYC.
We moving like a soldier, rough, tough survivor. Tower every hour, and we will never surrender. Started on Apache Indian, we launch and attack. Back to back of them all want to get in the state of a shock. They can't even walk. Hear the ragamuffin make the whole world rock. Release all the wormies and the one bring busy bees. Started on Apache Indian, we gonna make the world easy.
We see the one called Sasi The Don with the wild Apache and we come around the country. Everybody, are you ready for this? Your party is day. We see the one called Sasi The Don with the wild Apache and we come around the country right from KL to NYC. Now we know. Crucial collaboration. The wild Apache Indian and the original Malaysian star Sasi The Don.
Fire! And that's right, you know, this point in time. Here comes the coolest combination between Dr.Alban and Sasi The Don.
After 3 successful albums under his belt, Sasi The Don is now ready to take the world with the forthcoming album, Back to My Roots.
Come with it!
I've been really busy working on the new album, and it's the 4th album now. And it's quite an amazing album because the kind of contents that I've got in it. The album is called Back to My Roots. I've been 10 years now in the music scene, taking me back 10 years where I started. And I've just recorded a song with Dr.Alban. You know, Dr.Alban was one of the biggest, superstars back in the 90s from Europe, from Sweden. And I was there in January and I recorded a song called Music in Me. Working on a song with Dr.Alban is just not any ordinary collaboration. So when I was in Sweden, I stayed there for a week. We got into the studio. Dr.Alban lived in an amazing place, amazing studio. We worked in there, and I tell you, you can never imagine how I felt, after 18 years working with the person I grew up listening to. Because it's like so many kids listening to Michael Jackson, listening to Tupac, listening to Biggie, listening to Dr. Dre, and whoever it is internationally. I honestly, sincerely only listen to him, Dr.Alban and Shaggy, no one else.
Come along, take a journey with me. Hear the ragamuffin going smooth on the scene. This is now, can you feel it? And ever since then, the music and the sound rocking every motherland. England, Jamaica, Africa, Malaysia. Can you feel it? And the rhythm crossing Japan, India. Music, the low island, it's a pleasure of Rasta soldier. Spreading love and peace, come on, party like a rock star.
Working with Doug not only reflects Sasi's past, but also brought Sasi's sound to the future.
And I find that finally I'm here living in today's world. I'm able to connect with the past and bring back something interesting to share with the listeners out in today's generation.
The debut single from the album featuring Dr.Alban is titled Music in Me.
I came up with the title Music in Me because I know that some people have wrote songs that have got music in me in them and this and that. But when you understand the reason why I call the song Music in Me, because it's the music in me who has kept me going this far. And it's the music in me has kept me humble and to my community and my society and keep me going because everyone has got music in them. So the reason why I call the track Music in Me with Dr.Alban, because it's the music in Dr.Alban that produced a character and a talent like me in Asia. So it was a symbiosis process that I felt that music in me, it's individual.
Being a part-time musician has not been easy for Sasi.
The biggest challenge in producing this new album is the time. I work in advertising and I also have strong passion for my music, so it's also a serious career for me. For me, every song that I work It's just not about working on 3 singles and getting others to be fillers in the album. I always want to work on singles which are singles. You know, every song has to be different and a hit on its own. I've got great producers, Navigator, Damien, Shorty Soul. I write my own beats too. Moving forward, that's why I call the album Back to My Roots. There's a lot of focus about where I take myself 10 years ago.
Sasi's passion and perseverance is a great example of how Asian artists can think outside the box, but still reach within oneself to pave their own way into the international music arena.
If I could be a benchmark to many young musicians today, I think, you know, sky is the limit for any Asian. I had my dreadlocks a couple of weeks ago and I took them out. You know, I just realized that, you know, it doesn't mean you have to have dreadlocks to be a Rasta. I'm a Rasta in heart. I'm a reggae musician in heart. You know, my music is always with me, yeah.
Baby dreadlocks, them all my friend. We have a fear plan to respond, Jalen. When you love someone, say me love from your heart. All them brethren, all them sisters from the same yard.
Log on to m.channelv.com/Sasi The Don. And I gotta say, thank you so much for supporting my music. And Channel V, you rock. Thank you so much. One love and peace.